Fire crews working non-stop, waging an all-out battle from the air and the ground as they brace for the worst of those punishing Santa Ana winds. The National Weather...
There are a lot of displaced people, a lot of stress, a lot of heartbreak, and I didn't think it was right to capture any of that. You know, I'm not in the media. I'm just somebody who really enjoys photography. So I just, you know, I try to just focus on the events themselves.
I'm kind of still shooting on my cell phone because my life is an absolute mess right now. But I promised myself I would put out a video. What started off me preparing to start the year 2025 with just this beautiful single camera body, the Canon 5D Classic. My choice for 2025 actually ended up in a complete chaotic evacuation from Los Angeles, which we're still currently going through. So yeah, to follow will be a video about a calm day shooting, Griffith Park Observatory, the Hollywood sign that ended up us evacuating from Los Angeles, and the fires that ensued. And then now we're back. Power's back on. Our house is still standing. This is a rental that I'm currently in, but the house that we own is still standing, luckily. Yeah, here we go. Check it out. We were made to evacuate. I could see the flames at the end of my street. We grabbed what we could, and we left California on the day of the fire. Thank God. The morning of, I went up to Griffith Park to make some images and to have a nice day and check out this view. Again, let me reiterate, this was just a beautiful stroll to make an image of downtown LA, to see the Hollywood sign, just to be a tourist for the day. I don't do it normally, but it was a beautiful day, although windy, super windy up there. But you can see clear skies here. Nothing crazy going on until you look on the other side. There was an air of uncertainty amongst us, amongst the tourists up there. Because this fire, this is the Palisades fire that you can see right now, that smoke. And we were all a little wary because it was bellowing out and the winds were crazy. This was definitely different, but I mean, we just all thought it was under control, of course.
Well, I mean, compare it to the other stars. Is Procyon bigger? Oh yeah. Is Sirius A a lot bigger? Way bigger, right? But it's also...
Now we could see the smoke clearly from Griffith Park, from the observatory in the background. One major plume of smoke, but we're used to wildfires here. So I don't think any of us realized how bad it would get. The sky began to turn grey very quickly, and you could see the spread of the fire. There was actually a firefighter up there with a long lens recording, and I could hear the mutterings on the radio.
So that's my new house, and then that is the vista. Let's have a little look.
The black, acrid smoke descended in my neighborhood. This was the Eaton Canyon fire. This was spreading rapidly, and people were dying at this point.
Pretty gnarly. The whole sky is filled with smoke.
100-mile-an-hour winds, empty fire hydrants, ill-equipped firefighters. This was a nightmare.
And the wind shows no sign of letting up. So hopefully these awesome firefighters can
make a dent, but we'll see. So what is it like living in a area that is prone to fires? Well, as you can see in the back there, that is the, I think it's the Eaton fire. And so it's pretty gnarly. So we're basically evacuating this area. Most of Los Angeles, Malibu, down on the Palisades, it's all on fire. So I'm just evacuating right now. I've got a cheeky little Canon 5D Classic. I'm gonna hopefully get some images on the way out, and just for my documentation. Hopefully everyone's safe. So if you're out there and you're evacuating, stay safe, and
it pisses me off too. It drives me nuts.
everything works out.
It's right where I want to turn around. Like,
Yeah.
just, I don't know. It's just,
Well, it's going to be there forever now.
yeah, it's good.
Now, this was up the hill, and you can see the sky turned orange. The smoke approached our property. The winds down trees. Branches filled the roads. It was difficult to get out, which was when we made the decision to head to Highland Park and abandoned up the hill because we were by the Eaton Canyon fire. The sky's still quite clear here, but you can see the wind down the trees, a lot of which were blocking the evacuation routes. People begin to turn their sprinklers on to cool the houses. So LA is pretty much on fire. We're up in the hills right now, and it is black. You can actually see the flames from the Eaton Canyon fire in the distance, and the wind is kind of whooping this way. So, a lot of people can't get out. I mean, I guess they're working hard to clear that, but the sky is just so black. Check this out. And the power goes out, we get no more information, and we're all stuck waiting and wondering what's next. So essentially what started out with trying to create some content and trying to just create a little bit of normality or get back into what I love doing, the day turned into a nightmare, pretty much. I mean, Los Angeles is on fire still. I'm at home. I'd sent my family to San Diego to stay with friends, luckily, because I need to work tonight and tomorrow night, and I work in healthcare, essentially, so I have to be there, but throughout this experience, I was lucky enough to take with me my trusty 5D Classic. And that just seems weird to turn this whole experience into another kind of camera review, I guess. But more than a review, because I've already reviewed this camera and everybody's reviewed this camera body, I came to the realization that I have so many camera bodies and so many lenses and so many options that, it was kind of weighing me down. But what I found was driving around and getting things done during this kind of time of turmoil, of real mass panic in Los Angeles, it was nice to have such a big beast on the chair next to me in my car, and I was able to just pick it up and make images. I was able just to document some of the kind of devastation that had taken place with the winds and the fire. Now I'm heading back into the eye of the storm tonight. I'm going to drive towards the major fire over there, and the hospital that I actually work at. I have a photography business and a photography website, but I haven't shot in a while. And but to pay the mortgage, I'm a registered nurse, so I get to go into the emergency department and work.
and pay the mortgage, and then I get to shoot film and I get to shoot digital and do this for the love of it. So I'm going to head back that way, and I'm going to take my camera. I need to get out of here anyway. There's no power. I'm drinking tea, and for some reason I was able to take a nice hot shower before work, which was a win. There's my California mug. Wishing everyone in Los Angeles hopefully a peaceful night, and Godspeed to the firefighters, and hopefully us in the emergency department can help as well. But, you know, if you're a photographer, you have a decent lens and a decent camera body, get out there and make some images if you're safe. And just remember these days, you know, remember to be prepared for the worst when the winds come here in Los Angeles, if it has been raining. It's crazy. Luckily, we have friends out of town. Luckily, they had room to take us in. We are definitely the lucky ones.
In the midst of all the craziness that just happened, I think I am literally among the lucky ones. I'm at the beach. I'm gonna go and just make some images, grab some coffee, and just reflect on those last crazy couple of days, you know, in the days to come. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna count my blessings, and at 6 o'clock in the morning, let's go and see who's up. Let's go make some.
So many people have literally lost everything. We're so fortunate that we had our friends let us stay at their place in San Diego, that we could turn this tragedy for my family into some light, into some togetherness and community with our friends. That San Diego accepted so many of the Angelinos with open arms and let us stay and enjoy their beaches and just take some respite and forget the craziness that was going on in LA for a brief moment for the family. And those few days I spent in San Diego, you know, I documented on this 5D classic, and I won't forget. It was wonderful. It was the best time I've had in a while with my family, so we're very grateful. What a place. Thank you, San Diego.
Dieago.